Hi, Bill from CJ's. I'm here with Carrie from Edelbrock, going to tell us about their cylinder heads.
Fantastic. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. We've got a lot of different cylinder heads for any of your push rod motors that you Ford guys have. This is our particular head here is our Performer RPM head. This is our second level of head. We offer a E Street level head, which is an entry level. Then we go to a Performer, an RPM, and then a Victor, just depending on from mild to wild. All of the castings really will utilize similar features and functions, and when it comes down to bolting on your exhaust manifolds, when it comes into screw-in studs, retainers, keepers, locks, all that good stuff for the hardware side of things, it just depends on how big the port is, what valve we put in it, and those type of things. So it really differentiates between mild to wild. From an E Street side of things, it's the same casting from an E Street to a Performer to an RPM. We just do different port dimensions, so it just gives you a little differentiation.
So the Victor's the only one that's its own unique casting.
Yep, the Victor's a unique casting. It's a little thicker flanged here. It's designed for that high horsepower, nitrous guy, turbo guy, blower guy, or just high RPM if you have a high compression. 12, 14 to 1, no problem for a Victor. Rolling into the underside of our heads, or the actual chambers of our heads, we will do different port configurations depending on application. So whether it's a small block Ford or a big block Ford, just depending. But they're all going to be a high finish on the surface area for the head gasket, so it guarantees a nice clean seal. The valves, retainers, keepers, every component that's on this head, by the way, is made in the USA. This head is cast in the USA, it's machined in the USA, so it's proudly made here in the United States of America. On the intake side of this cylinder head, for the Performer RPM head, this is a 170cc intake runner. These will range from anywhere from 170 all the way on up to 220, depending on the Victor side of things. So this is really where the business end comes into the play on the cylinder head.
And you offer a version of this that's fully ported, or is it a different style head?
It's actually a different style head that's fully ported. We do offer a CNC scenario, but it is a different casting. Okay. Same head layout, same hookups as far as design, as far as exhaust manifold intake placement, so it's a stock configuration, but it is a CNC ported head as well.
Where do the CNC ported heads fall in the line? Is that going to be like above an RPM but not quite a Victor, or where does it fall in place?
That's a very good question, Bill. It's actually, they'll fall into place right in between, right where you put above an RPM but below a Victor. The Victor gets into a much larger valve and port configuration, where the CNC gives you that in between. It's a pretty good disparity between the RPM and the Victor. The RPM covers a lot of the lower RPM manifolds, lower RPM engines, excuse me, up to about 6,500. That CNC is good to about 7,500, pushing 8,000 RPM, but then when you get to the Victor, it can be as high as 10,000 RPM.
And all of your cylinder heads are good for both your early non-roller and your late model roller motor as well?
That's correct. We actually offer the cylinder head as a complete unit, as you see here. We offer them bare, and then we also offer them with springs that'll match a roller camshaft or a flat tappet camshaft, so you can order it either way. We try to cater to the consumer what they're working with to be able to help them as much as possible.
And what engines are these heads available for? I know this is our, our small block Ford, but what else do you offer?
We also offer them up into our Cleveland motors, our Windsor motors, and then into the FE motors as well, and then the Boss 429 as well.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.